All right, what's up, people? Today we're here on some Wuthering Waves, and I wanted to just real quickly talk about Tauchi. Now, this video was originally supposed to be about Danjin, but when I was playing the beta, and even on the Pride Win tier list, there was so much shit being talked about Tauchi, how she's a terrible character, and she's not gonna be used. But I gotta get in defense of my girl real quick, because she is actually so freaking strong, it's unbelievable. And I think people just don't understand how you're supposed to play Tauchi. So let me give you an example. When they announced Adventurine, and they announced Adventurine in a way that made him seem like a offensive shielder, where he's supposed to shield your team and dish out damage. That wasn't the case. When we got Adventurine and we saw his damage, it was really mediocre. It wasn't good. He was a really good shielder, but he had really mediocre damage. Tauchi is what they wanted Adventurine to be. Tauchi is a really good shielder, and she also has good damage. People just see Tauchi as a shielder. I think she's more than that. I think she's not only just a shielder, but she also does a lot of damage. So in this video, we're gonna go over some of her skills, and I'm gonna be showing you guys, she is not just a shielder. She does more than shield. She does damage, and she does a lot of fucking damage. So first up, we got the basic attack. The basic attack is probably the most important thing in her kit. So Tauchi performs up to 4 continuous attacks, dealing havoc damage, and her heavy attack consumes stamina and enters a rock steady defense state. In the rock steady defense state, you will reduce damage taken by 35%, and when she's attacked, she'll cast strategic parry. Strategic parry is automatically cast after rock steady defense goes away. So after it goes away, it'll automatically be cast. If she's attacked while she has the rock steady shield, she'll cast the strategic parry. This is the main thing, strategic parry right here. So with Tauchi here, if we, you have our basic attacks, if we hold our heavy attack, she'll do this little pose right here. That right there is the strategic parry. That is where Tauchi's damage comes from. It shows us that the strategic parry it scales based off of her defense.
I forgot to mention that 90% of her kit is scaled off defense, which makes her damage go through the roof because of how easy it is to build defense.
And it's not a lot of requirements. You don't need to do a lot. Here, let me show you a simple rotation. A very simple rotation here. So you're attacking with Furina. Furina literally doesn't need to do anything except activate that intro skill. So we're attacking, we pop our intro skill, or our outro skill, bam, switch to Tauchi. Tauchi's doing her thing. You would activate your skill, get your rock city buffs, and your strategic parries off, which will also be doing a ton of damage, by the way. You gain your overshield, then once you have your overshield and your outro skill is up, you switch to Danjin. Danjin will have the 15% buff from Furina, the 38% skill buff from Tauchi, and you could just absolutely go ham, and nothing will be able to stop you. Literally nothing. She allows for a burst DPS comp, and I think that's really fun to play, because the whole point is to get your outro skill with Furina, then you switch to Tauchi, you get your shield, and then you wait till your outro skill is up. Then you switch to Danjin. Danjin can stay on the field for as long as she needs to, not for as long as she wants, as long as she needs to. And then you switch back to Tauchi and do it all over again. And it's a lot of burst DPS. And also, Tauchi does a lot of damage herself. It's not just Danjin doing the damage. Tauchi also does her damage. She doesn't have a very high barrier to entry. It's not too complicated to get the combo down. I'm making it more complicated by adding in Furina. But even if I took out Furina, if I took her out and just had a team of Danjin and Tauchi, these two go hand in hand with each other. I'm telling you, these are gonna be basically my main 2 characters. Danjin being my main DPS, Tauchi being my sub DPS, but also support. Because Tauchi has so much survivability in her kit, genuinely so much. She has this perfect parry, which reduces your damage taken by 35%. She gives herself shields. When you pop her skill, she heals herself. She has so much survivability. So you really don't even need Furina. Furina's only there because she gives the extra 15% damage buff. So I'm making it more complicated on my own. But Tauchi is really that good of a character. If you guys enjoyed this video, do the usual, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.